Good morning and happy Wednesday, you guys. Today I'm back with another video for you all. It's going to be a bit of a weird one. Essentially, I have to do some Christmas wrapping today, but I thought whilst I was doing my Christmas wrapping, I can kind of sit down and just kind of have chats with you and stuff like that, because I need to sort of be doing stuff whilst filming as well. I've got so much stuff to do on like my only day off in the week because of my new job, as I've mentioned 5,000 times before. So I thought if I wrap some Christmas presents, I can just chat to you about a few little bits and bobs and what have you as we're kind of going along. Never mind, I've also been very, very ill this week. So it turns out I had 4 different infections from last week into this week. So I'm still just about getting over it. So hence why I look a bit of a state. I also washed my hair this morning and I've left it to kind of drip dry, which is why I've got my hood up, because my hair is an absolute state right now. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Anyway, we're going to do some Christmas wrapping today. I'm going to chat to you about bits and bobs about being a YouTuber today. I think that's probably what the topic's going to be. But just to show you first of all my wrapping paper. So this year I've gone for like an ugly sweater print. So it's got like little stags on it and like I can't remember what these are even called, but yeah, that kind of pattern, like a little ugly jumper. So, because I don't know about you guys, I change my theming for all my wrapping stuff like every single year. And then I got some matching tags. So, you got like 25th of December, got some stags up there, you got this nice snowflakey one, and then this one here that looks like a postage stamp. Anyway, we're going to get into wrapping. I may have to scooch back and keep like pausing and editing the video and stuff like that, just because people who I've bought presents for obviously do watch this channel, so yay for that. And I don't want people knowing what they're getting. So yeah, get your roll of wrap, and get your scissors, and get your weird little sellotape dispenser, because I'm just not good at cutting sellotape, so I use a dispenser. Yay me. And yeah, anyway, I'm going to start wrapping. So sorry for scooching back a lot. I do sit on my floor a lot. I do sit cross-legged a lot. This wrapping paper is very big. Hang on. Oh, goodness. Let's get it on, as Barry White would say. Anyway, let's go on with some chat, shall we? I'll try not to brandish scissors at you, but this is me we're talking about. So anywho, I was going to talk to you guys today about like just YouTube in general and kind of being a YouTuber, because a lot of people do sort of ask me like, how did you get into it, and like, what am I doing wrong? Sorry about the noises in the background. Like, you know, what am I doing wrong? How do I build like a fan base? How do I do this? How do I do that? I personally don't class it as a fan base, just because, and don't get me wrong, I love you all. But I don't think, I don't have a high level of self-importance of myself to sit there and think that people are fans of me. I'd like to think that people would maybe see me and want to be my friend, maybe, you know. I have a few of you that keep saying to me how awesome I am and that you want to hang out with me and stuff, and that's very much appreciated. I'll probably end up just disappointing you though, because I am just normal. To be fair, what you see is what you get with me on this channel. So how I am on the channel is pretty much how I am in real life. So it's no point creating a persona. To be honest, I'm weird enough as it is, so I don't need to create another persona for myself. So yeah, how did I get into it? So basically, it was just from watching other people. Now, I don't really watch normal YouTubers, do you know what I mean? Like, I was never in the Zoella gang, I was never in the Alfie Days gang. It's not really my thing, if I'm honest. But I kind of watched other people and thought, that looks fun, let's give that a go. So I started off doing concert videos, actually, which a lot of them, ta-da, first present, sweet. A lot of them are very old now, and I've sort of taken them down because they were just such bad quality, you guys. Such bad quality that I was like, well, they don't really need to be on this channel anymore. And they didn't really get many views. They were mainly like going to see My Chemical Romance because I was obsessed with them for years. I still am. It still breaks my heart that they're not together. Gerard Way is literally my husband's goals. So yeah, that's kind of sad. But that's what they were to begin with. And then I kind of got into the Harry Potter videos by mistake, really. Just because I was like, oh, I'm going to film this because this will be fun. And that's kind of what kick-started my channel, if I'm completely honest with you all, was the Harry Potter videos, which I know a lot of you know that I am quite sort of well known for doing. I know that's kind of fallen by the wayside the last year or so, but obviously I've had a lot of ups and downs in my life over the course of this year. What with like changing my jobs and yeah, you know. Hello, that's quite big. So I've had a lot on, but I am hoping to get up to London at some point and sort it out for you. I think the thing is, at the minute, because I'm in training, a lot of times I have weekends off, which I'm not used to. The job that I worked before this, I used to work every Saturday and Sunday without fail, unless I booked annual leave. And for the last 12 weeks, I've not actually worked weekends. I've been off on the weekend because that's what my training schedule dictates, because weekends for my company are very, very highly paid. So they don't like paying you to do a weekend when you're training, which I get, because they'd have to pay me a lot of money to do a weekend and I'm not fully trained. So it seems a bit unfair to take that money away from my colleagues who are fully trained and have been doing the job for years. So that's fine. But it means that because I go up by train to London, the trains are all over the place at the minute. There's engineering works going on the route from Brighton to London. So it's a lot of rail replacement buses. And if I'm honest, I just can't be bothered with it. Because it takes, you know, when the rail replacement buses are on, it takes a good probably 2.5 hours to get to London as opposed to 1.5 hours. And I ain't nobody got time for that, I'm afraid. Especially when I'm filming up there for 6 to 8 hours at a time and then coming back down again. It's just, it's crazy at the moment. So I've kind of sworn off doing them. But that is what what kick-started my channel. 100%. But I think, like, people always say to me, can you give me, like, advice on what I'm doing wrong, or advice on, like, how to get people to watch my videos, which I think personally is a very funny statement, because I don't think you can make people watch your videos at all. You know, it's at their sole discretion. Like, yeah, be yourself. I don't like people personally, and this is just me personally, I don't like fake people. I never have done in any aspect of my life, whether or not you're trying to be my friend or whether or not you are a personality on YouTube. I just don't get it. I don't get people who sit there and try to be like, I'm so crazy. And it's like, you're really not, though. I can tell you're really not. And I can tell you're doing it for views. And that's kind of annoying to me. Don't be, I don't know, don't be over the top and dramatic and stuff, I guess. I mean, I try not to swear on my channel, if I'm honest. It's getting incredibly difficult, but I try not to. And the funny thing is, that is the only difference between my online presence, should I say, and myself in general, is that outside of YouTube, I swear all the time. And it's a terrible habit. It is absolutely terrible. I don't know, try not to swear too much, I think. I think it's okay every so often. But where I have the issues is when, like, every other word on YouTube is the F-bomb. That's not going to dictate whether or not you're successful on YouTube. It's just maybe something to consider. Sorry, I've got to write people's names on here, because otherwise I will forget who these presents are for. And I've only just thought about that. Yes, indeed. And then it will be magical mystery Christmas, because no one will get their presents properly. I think the other thing to consider with being a YouTuber really is that you are putting yourself out there. You really are. Now, whilst there is a lot of stuff that I don't share with you guys, like, I don't tell you, obviously, my exact location of where I live. I can't tell you where I work for legal reasons with my new company, and stuff like that. And I'm very, very careful when I take pictures for Instagram exactly what you are seeing. Because, again, someone could look at that picture and go, I recognise that, and then find me. And I don't like stuff like that. It's just a safety aspect more than anything. I have, unfortunately, And I don't know if I have mentioned this in past videos, but I have unfortunately been stalked in my life by people. The problem is a lot of people misunderstand being friendly with being attracted to someone. And I get this a lot. I'm a very, very friendly person. So I'm very, very nice to people, actually. And I'm very supportive of people. And people take that the wrong way, and they think that you mean it in another way, that you really don't. And I have been stalked, and it's something that is not very nice, you know. I had to get the police involved for one of them because he threatened to kill me, which, I mean, you know, to be honest, that's when it gets into a serious territory right there. So that's why I'm very careful. That's also partly why I don't engage with people via direct messaging. I know a lot of people do direct message me or private message me, whatever you want to call it. I don't respond. I'm sorry, I don't. I see your messages, guys. I do. I see them when it says message request on Instagram, and I ignore them, and I'm sorry about it. But it's just, it makes me uncomfortable. It really makes me uncomfortable. I don't know who you are. I don't mind talking to you in an open forum where it can be monitored, you know, such as on Twitter, on my timeline, stuff like that, you know, on pictures on Instagram and stuff. But I just don't like to delve deeper than that. I don't like private messaging, to be honest. The only people I private message is, you know, people that I know face to face in real life, which, to be honest, to me, I think that's valid because I know them, I know their intentions, I know who's behind the keyboard. You know, it's just the uncertainty of it that I don't like, really. If you haven't gotten a reply from me, then I'm very, very sorry if that upsets you, but that is the reason why. So yeah, just be careful when you're online, guys, as well. Like, just be careful of who you're talking to, because you don't know who it is. You really don't. Like, catfish has taught us that. So do be careful when you're talking to people online. Like, not everyone has the same heart as you, and I want you to know that. I've learnt that over my vast amount of years, just on planet Earth, you know. I've learnt that the hard way, and I never want you guys to find yourself in a situation that you are really uncomfortable with, where you feel like someone is harassing you. So that's the thing. Like I say, just take care of yourselves. Remember, you know, not everyone is equal in the sense of their intentions, really. It's like I always say to people, you have to remember even Lucifer was an angel once. Like, and this is the thing that I mainly wanted to talk about. Like I say, because you're putting yourself out there on a forum, you know, a social forum or social format, so to speak, you will come across people who are nasty as all hell. You will. And unfortunately, it is just the human condition, really, more than anything. I'm not saying everyone is horrible, but some people are. Some people, again, don't have good intentions, you know, and you do get a lot of hate on things, especially, it would appear, on YouTube. So I don't suffer too badly with this now, if I'm honest. But when I reached about 1,000 subscribers, that's when the hate comments started. And all it is, guys, and you have to remember this, in fact, you have to feel a little sorry for the trolls in this one. You know, they don't like anyone who has success because they are insecure themselves. That's why they look at what you're doing and they think, I wish I could do that, but they don't have the guts for it. So that's kind of what happens, you know. You get these people who will make horrible comments. And they can be very, very personal comments as well, and you have to just take that on board. You have to have a completely thick skin with it. There's only so much that you can censor on your channel. I have certain words that are censored on my channel, so if anyone says that word in their comment, the comment is immediately destroyed. It never displays, you know, it's immediately gone, and I will block the person because I have a strict don't feed the trolls policy. I used to, when I was a lot younger and I was doing this, I used to kick off because I do have a bad temper. It's something you guys haven't seen because it does take a lot for me to get to that point where I absolutely lose it at people. But when I do, I do. So I used to fire back quite a lot at people until I kind of realised that that's really what they want. They want a reaction out of you. So I just don't now. I just delete the comment and I block them and I go about my everyday life, because like I say, it's not going to impact on your life. You don't have to see that person in real life. You know, everybody gets brave behind a keyboard. So you've just got to understand that you are opening yourself up to stuff like that. I've had stuff where it's been like, oh, your videos are rubbish, oh, your editing skills are rubbish, and that's fair enough. I don't pretend to be amazing at this. I'm really not. You know, I do it from the comfort of my own home. So, I mean, I do get that a lot. The way I speak, they don't like it. I pronounce my S's short. I do have a slight lisp. I'm used to it. I was born with it, so it's alright. So, it don't bother me, like I say, to be honest. That I get a lot of comments about my eyes, obviously. You guys can understand the fact that I wear glasses, but I do have problems with my eyes. I'm not going to discuss it. It's no one's business but mine, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you why or tell you how or anything like that. But that is a comment that I get all the time, like a really rude comment, which is hilarious when you think about it, because I don't have to explain myself to anyone. I don't have to tell you anything about my life or about why I look a certain way, why I do a certain thing, why I say a certain thing. It's up to me. At the end of the day, you should be concentrating on the content of the video, not on what I myself am like or I'm doing. So I've never really felt the need to clarify for anyone, and I don't feel the need to clarify for you all now. So yeah, that's one of the main comments that I do get though. There's a lot that goes into YouTubing. Like, you need to be brave and you need to have a proper backbone, and you need to be very engaging with people, and at the same time sort of thick-skinned. Like I say, you've got to be able to weather that storm, you guys. Weather the storm, because you will get it. You will get people who try and knock you down because they're not brave enough to do it themselves. And that's just how it goes. You're going to have to, you know, like, put time and effort in. You're going to have to buy correct equipment as well, because nobody wants to watch your video that was shot on your iPod Touch. I'm sorry, no one is, because it's bad quality and it's bad sound. And if I come across a video like that, I don't care how enigmatic you are as a human being, I'm going to click off it because I can't be dealing with it. It's me personally. So I do try and keep my, you know, my camera equipment in good working order, and I try and upgrade it when it's not in good working order. It's something that I have to do. I don't want videos to not have the correct quality to them. Fair enough, they're not in HD at the moment because my poor laptop can't cope with it. That's the next thing to get upgraded, but I don't have £1,000 right now, so we're going to have to wait on that one. It's not easy. It takes, for every sort of 10 minutes of footage that I edit, it takes me about an hour for each 10 minutes. So there's that. There's also the filming of it, and being able to film in places that perhaps you're a little uncomfortable with. It is a little daunting when you're sort of here with your camera up and people are just outwardly staring at you like, what the hell is she doing? Who is she talking to? That's a little bit daunting. Just when you're wrapping presents, slap lots of sellotape on and you'll be okay. They won't be able to open it, but it'll be good fun watching them. But yeah, so that's kind of everything I think I have for you on that front. This has been a really long video, but I'm going to edit it down. But I think that's everything that I can really tell you about YouTubing. The editing and the filming of it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. So does presenting everything. Coming up with videos as well is a nightmare, because it's something that you've really got to try and make time for more than anything if you really want to carry it on, which I do, obviously. But you've just got to understand how much goes into being a YouTuber, and just try not to listen to people that tell you not to do it. Just don't listen to them. Like, at the end of the day, you do you, boo, because at the end of the day, you're the only person who can control your life, no one else. I have a lot of friends who sit there and say to me, I don't know why you do that, or it's really annoying, or you're filming all the time, or I don't want to be in your vlogs. Just tune them out. Tune them out. You do not need that negativity in your life. I have cut so many people out of my life this year because of their negativity. I just don't talk to them anymore because I don't see the point in it, if I'm completely honest. If you're not going to sit there and have my back and be like, that's cool, you do your thing, I don't want to be in your vlog, but you do your thing, then we have nothing to talk about. Because I am the most supportive person you will ever meet. If you want to do anything, if you want to change your career, if you want to get out of your relationship that you're not happy with, if you want to go and change your gender, if you want to do anything, that is down to you, and I will always be there to support you. And that's the kind of thing that I kind of expect in return, and that doesn't always happen. As I said to you at the beginning of this video, always remember not everybody has the same heart as you. So if you have a lot of people in your life telling you you can't do it, you're not going to be good at this, I don't want to help you, why are you doing it, just chuck them out. Just get in the bin, because you do not need people in your life like that at all. And you will come to learn that the older you get. You will come to see you do not need fake people like that, or people who just are not supportive. I'm lucky in the sense that I do have quite a few friends who are supportive. Even if they don't want to be in my vlogs, they're very supportive. But for those people who sit there and say, I don't want to be in your vlog, I don't want you vlogging when you're round me, nah hun, I'm gonna stay right here. Namaste, you need to go. Bye. So anyway, this has been a long video. I have more presents to wrap, but I wasn't going to wrap all of them while we were here discussing because it's going to take forever. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Obviously, if you have any comments or anything, drop them down below. If you like the video, then do go ahead and give it a big thumbs up because it helps me make more videos for you guys. And also, if you haven't already but you feel like you would like to, then do go ahead and click that big red subscribe button up there in the corner for me. It makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. And until next time, guys, when I'm finished wrapping my stack of presents and I'm probably not having any more infections, I'm going to check you later. So check ya.